Dear crypto community, welcome to our weekly crypto news market update. And we are now seeing Bitcoin roughly below 70k.
Teroxx, the digital asset boutique.
This is crazy because Bitcoin moved up a little bit, and we have seen now the milestone of 20 billion US dollars in the ETF inflows. Here you can see the uptrend of Bitcoin in this year, and Bitcoin is now hanging between 52 and 70k for a while. So if you take a look from March to now, nothing, so to speak, positive has happened, but the momentum changed, and definitely we built a strong support line down below, a little lower than 60k, and now are ready for more positivity if the inflows and everything around Bitcoin staying positive. If not, of course, the normal way back to 60k is in. So basically, usually this means that large ETF flows have a muted impact for a few days, and then the market reverses lower once the aggression from spot markets fades. We need sustained spot market interest to push price out for the current range bound price action, meaning if there are not inflows like we've seen the last week, in the following weeks, we mostly won't go higher. But what as well is now that the United States-based spot ETF accounted for about 70% of the new investment in the cryptocurrency, which had surpassed the 50k mark at the time. So ETF inflows could help, of course, the Bitcoin price to go up. And despite the significant inflows into Bitcoin ETFs, particularly BlackRock and Fidelity, the price impact has been muted on several instances on days when the inflow exceeded 500 million worth of Bitcoin. Been saying what? Bitcoin went up last week. The inflows were super strong, but what will happen now? So now we see that the bullish weekly candle closes are there, but it's more or less all about institutional inflows. So don't get fooled by lines in a chart or people think because of this and this line, this and this will happen. It's not the case. What is really at the moment the case, or the truth, is that institutional money flow into Bitcoin, into Ethereum spot ETFs, as well on top then what are retail doing, and when and where are adoptions and institutional investments are coming from, and when are they triggered. This is what is pushing the prices. And then on top a little bit of the order flow on the centralized exchanges. But don't get fooled by just lines. The momentum, the market, the positivity around Bitcoin could Bitcoin easily push to new all-time highs sooner or later. But don't get fooled by lines in a chart. On the other hand side, and I don't want to get political, I'm just saying what I see here is that Polymarket is suggesting that Trump will win the election. Trump was very positive towards digital assets and cryptos, so people as well expecting to have a quite chilled regulation when he's or when he could be president once again. So as well here, people want to position themselves up front. As well here, this is pushing the price a little bit, and BlackRock bought a little more than 1 billion worth of Bitcoin in 1 week. Of course, this is as well pushing each and everyone as well into Bitcoin. If BlackRock is doing something like this, then it means that they really into it. Here you can see the flows. If you take a look on IBIT, this is the BlackRock. You can see 80 million, 288, 393, 309, and 70. And this is quite intense. All in all, the flows were super huge day by day in the last week. But we're a little bit chilled on Friday already. And the Monday morning opening is not that bullish. So keep an eye on this. It's all about waving. Swing trading is quite interesting at the moment. And how I said, it's a major shift in investor sentiments right now, because people are now seeing that Bitcoin ETFs are not a joke. Bitcoin ETFs could surpass within 2 years the gold ETFs, meaning each and everyone wants to have a toe in the water in Bitcoin. And if this then, of course, coming along with only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist, minus the ones that are never ever can be reached once again, this is of course something that's quite limited, and so it's even more interesting in or for people. And here as well can see the inflows, the green candles are quite huge compared to the summer month, and giving back some more and more positivity into Bitcoin for a positive Q4, and then maybe as well Q1 2025. We're now approaching something like 20 billion in BTC inflows, a figure it took more than 4 years to reach, given the properties that have made Bitcoin the best performing asset of the last decade. It is no surprise that demand through ETFs has been so strong. And on the other hand side, gold have seen 7 or record high 30 times, while Bitcoin have not seen it that often in the previous days and months. So this is as well an indicator that Bitcoin is, so to speak, based on all-time highs, underperforming against gold and stock market due to the correlation as well. This is something that could give positivity and a possibility soon. Bitcoin hash rate hits now a new all-time high, so it seems like the market around the miners is now settled once again, that everything is cool once again after the halving, that everyone figured out how to work now, and how everyone said after the halving it's taking the market 6 to 9 months to be again very strong, and once this happened it can go through the roof if you compare it to other halvings back in the days, liquidity as well going down and stuff like this. So as well here, this is a super strong move, and if you're a firm that just owns a bunch of machines and you're not profitable, you will be challenged. If you are a company that owns quality infrastructure that can deliver low cost power, that's a real asset, and if anything, the underlying value of that asset, BTC, has increased. So as well here, it seems to be quite easy for the big miners, and they are not selling yet. So as well, this is quite pushy for the market, but once they start to sell, of course, there will be some selling pressure in the spot market. Anyway, the last 7 days were bullish, but not through the roof bullish, and this is a healthy movement, and this is good. Like 5 to 6% in a week can be good. This is nothing to really worry about. This meaning there's a strong demand day by day, not one volatile uptrend. Market cap at 2.5 trillion as well. If you compare it, we have just seen 2 times a higher market cap. This one was until June, July, and then back in 2021 on the all-time high. So Bitcoin back on July level. This is as well quite good for the market. Cryptocurrency market cap is going strongly upwards from the 2K line in mid-September. Based on a Bitcoin, what we can see and what we have seen is an uptrend. And if you can see it day by day, it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, due to this huge inflow, there were real spot buying coming along, even if it was OTC, but this was pushing Bitcoin day by day up. So it was not a volatile up and down, but a clear and nice trend to see. Chilled on the weekend, and then Monday morning opening a little bit down. So what to expect from this market? This went up if you were not in. So personally, I think it's all about holding some support line around 66 or 65 to not go too low, because a real support was not established. Maybe here at 65,300, if you want to see something, it's just because the market went up here once again, not meaning that this is a real support, and then down here below at 62. So the market needs to hold the levels at around 65 to build a higher support line to be able to then consolidate around these levels, to then break up once again above 70k. This will be, in my opinion, the healthiest way for the market, chilling until mid of this week or the whole week maybe, and then next week an uptrend. So uptrend consolidation, uptrend with a small setback. This is the most healthy thing. If the ETF inflows are still through the roof, then we easily could go down a little and then rushing above the 70k mark, and then hitting maybe even a new all-time high. But this would be very, very, very bullish. If we will not hold 65, keep an eye on 62, because then it could go down quite harsh in this week. But it will be all about the inflows and how stock market is performing. As long as ETF inflows are good at least, and the stock market is chilled at least, markets won't break down. I hope you liked this video. If you do so, I would love you to comment, like, or share this video, and we will hear us next time when it comes to weekly crypto news market update provided by Teroxx. Here you can watch another video of ours, or you just subscribe to this channel down below to never ever forget or not seeing a video that we are posting. Have a good week, stay humble, stay cool, and we'll hear us next week when it comes to crypto news and market update provided by Teroxx.